Hello Codets, in the next video we are going to perform big data analytics using PySpark on Google Colab. So in this video I am going to show how we can use the best cloud computing platform for machine learning, deep learning and data analytics, a Google Colab. Google Colab connects your notebook to a cloud-based runtime. More technically, Colab is a hosted Jupyter Notebook service that requires no setup, while providing free access to computing resources including GPUs. So for that, as you can see, first you have to sign with your Gmail account that you can see over here. I have signed in with my Gmail account. Then in the second step, you have to search on the Google for Google Colab that you can see over here. So you can see this link colab.research.google.com. As you can see over here, it is showing this pop-up menu. As you can see over here, recent documents. As you can see over here, some examples provided by Google Colab. As you can see over here, content available on your Google Drive. From here, also you can upload from your GitHub account that you can see over here. It shows all IPython notebook file which are available on my GitHub account. And from upload, also you can upload your IPython notebook file from your local machine. Here I am going to press cancel because we are going to start from scratch. So let me press cancel over here. As you can see, welcome page of Google Colaboratory, Colab for short, that you can see over here. So now first let's create new notebook. So from here, file menu, you can create new notebook, you can open notebook, you can upload notebook, you can save a copy in Drive, save a copy as a GitHub guest, save a copy in GitHub, and you can press the save button. Also, you can download our created IPython notebook in IPYNB, means in IPython notebook extension, and also .py extension. And also from here, we can print our created notebook. So let me click on new notebook. So when we click on it, it will create a fresh notebook for us that you can see over here. So as you can see over here, default name for this newly created notebook. So let me change it to first notebook. You can give any name. As you can see over here, it is automatically saving our content. So please remember, when you create notebook on Google Colab, it will store it in your Google Drive. So now next, as you can see over here, in this notebook, we can create two types of cell, code cell and text cell. So let me click on this code cell. So as you can see over here, insert code cell below. So let me click on this. As you can see over here, this way you can create number of code cell as per your requirement. And in this code cell, we can write any Python code that you can see over here. Let me press shift enter. You can see over here, now it is allocating new virtual machine for this notebook. Now it is connecting with created virtual machine on cloud. Now it is initializing, and now this notebook is connected with cloud. So let me write 10 plus 20. Let me press shift enter. So you can execute this code from here by clicking on this that you can see over here, run cell. Also you can press Ctrl plus enter or shift plus enter. So let me press shift plus enter to execute this cell, as you can see over here. So this way we can execute our code cell by pressing this button or by pressing Ctrl plus enter or shift plus enter. So now next, our text cell. So from here we can add text cell. So let me click on this. As you can see over here, here we can write any text that we want, and same we can press shift enter to execute this cell, as you can see over here. So now let me insert another text cell. So now let me write again and let me select this text. As you can see over here, text in bold that you can see over here. Let me add another text cell. So now let me select this one. Now let me press this. Let me press shift enter. As you can see over here, string in italics format. So let me create another text cell. Let me write my name. So now let me select this string. Let me press bold. Let me press this I for italics. As you can see over here, 3 asterisk sign. So let me press shift plus enter that you can see over here, bold plus italics. Now if you move cursor over here, from here you can also add code cell or text cell as per your requirement. So from here you can move your cell up. From here you can move your cell down. From here you can add comment to particular cell. So as you can see, comment is added to this particular cell. From here, you can delete this comment. From here, you can delete your cell that you can see over here. I am deleting cells. From here, you can add numbered list that you can see over here. From here, you can add bulleted list that you can see over here. From here, you can add horizontal rule that you can see over here. So let me execute this cell by pressing Shift plus Enter that you can see over here. So this way we can use text cell and code cell as per our requirement. So now let me create another text cell. So in text cell, I am going to write and heading 1. So let me execute this cell by pressing Shift plus Enter. As you can see over here, in this table of contents, this heading 1 is created. So now let's add subheading to this heading 1. So for that, let me create another text cell. And for that, we have to write this hash sign 2 times. And let me write sub hyphen heading. Let me execute this cell by pressing Shift plus Enter. As you can see over here, subheading is created for this heading 1. Also, we can create subheading for this subheading. So for that, let me create another text cell. And for that, we have to write hash 3 times. Let me write subheading 1. Let me execute this cell. So I'm going to press Shift plus Enter. As you can see over here. So this way, using text cell, we can create well formatted notebook. So as I said, we can also download this created notebook from here in IPyNV, means in IPython notebook format, or in python.py format from here. So this IPython notebook, which is compatible with our Jupyter notebook. So from this share button, also you can share your created notebook with anyone that you can see over here. As you can see over here, this command palette. So let me click on this. So I want to add code cell. As you can see over here, just press Enter. As you can see over here, code cell is added. So let me click again on this command palette. Add text cell. As you can see over here, text cell is added. This way you can use this command palette. So now let me click on this open settings. So from here, you can change theme of this notebook. Currently, we are using this light theme. Also, you can change dark or adaptive as per your requirement that you can see over here. So let me change it back to light. Let me press Save button. So this way, you can change theme of this notebook. Let me press once again this open settings. In editor tab, from here, you can change font size as per your requirement. Let me use 19 and let me press Save button. As you can see over here. So this way you can change your notebook theme and font size from this site and editor tab. Here is Google Colab Pro. So as per your requirement, you can also use this Pro version. And here they have given some miscellaneous that you can see over here. So now next. So mostly we are using this Google Colab for machine learning, deep learning and data analytics project. So we need to upload data set on Google Colab. So there are many ways. I am going to show you 2 very important ways. First, we can upload our data set from Google Drive. Second step, also we can upload our data set from our local machine, means from our local drive. So let me show you first how we can upload our data set from Google Drive. As you can see over here, my Google Drive. So from any data set, we have to just drag and drop to our Google Drive. Also, you can create folder on Google Drive. As you can see over here, our data set is successfully uploaded on Google Drive. So let's back to Colab. So now we have to press this files button, and here you can see this button mount drive. So let me click on this. So it will generate this pop-up. So permit this notebook to access your Google Drive files. Connecting to Google Drive will permit code executed in this notebook to modify files in your Google Drive. So let me press no thanks. As you can see over here, these lines of code created over here. Run this cell to mount your Google Drive. So if we want to connect, we have pressed no, means we do not want to connect with Google Drive. So here it is showing the message, if you want to connect with your Google Drive, execute this lines of code. So let me press Shift Enter to execute this cell. So when you press shift enter over here, it will show this message. So we have to click on this URL. So when you click on this, we have to choose an account to continue to Google Drive for desktop. So let me click on this, and here we have to press allow, that you can see over here. So now here it is showing, please copy this code, switch to your application and paste it there. So let me press this button to copy this code, and let's back to our Google Drive, and here we have to press Ctrl V to paste code, and let me press enter. As you can see over here, our Google Drive is mounted at this location. It will show our mounted drive in these files also. If not, then you have to press this refresh button. As you can see over here, our Google Drive mounted over here, and you can see the content from here, that you can see over here. So this way we can upload our dataset to Google Colab from our Google Drive. So now let's use our dataset using pandas. So for that, let me import pandas as PD. Let me execute this cell by pressing shift plus enter. So now let me write data is equal to pd dot read underscore CSV, and I want to use this CSV file from my Google Drive. So you have to press right click on this particular file and press copy path, and here I am pressing Ctrl V to paste this path. Let me press shift plus enter to execute this cell. Let me write data dot head. As you can see over here, our data set. So this is the first way we can upload our data set from our Google Drive, and this way we can use our data set in Google Colab, that you can see over here. So now second way, from our local machine, means from our local drive. As you can see over here, we have to press this upload button, upload to session storage. So it will store on this session storage only, not to our Google Drive. Means this upload is temporary. So let me click on this. Let me upload this dataset. So let me select this dataset that I want to upload, and let me click this open button. As you can see over here, it is showing this pop-up. As a reminder, uploaded files will get deleted when this runtime is recycled. So let me press OK. As I said, this upload is temporary. So let me press OK. As you can see over here, our uploaded dataset from our local machine, means from our local drive. So same way we can use this dataset as well. So here I have already imported pandas as PD. So let me write data1 equal to pd dot read underscore CSV, and let me right click on this file. Again, let me click on copy path, and let me press Ctrl V to paste this path. Let me execute this cell. So I am going to press shift plus enter. So let me write data1 dot head. As you can see over here, our dataset. Now you can perform operations on this dataset as per your requirement. So this way we can upload our dataset, first from Google Drive, and second from our local machine, means from our local drive. Also here you can see RAM and disk allocated for this notebook, that you can see over here. Please remember, in the future, if we want to work with machine learning library like TensorFlow, it is having two separate packages, one for CPU and one for GPU. So in Colab, we can install both the packages. So from runtime, change runtime type. So from here, you can select GPU. Let me press save button. As you can see over here, now it is allocating new virtual machine and then launch this notebook. So this way, from runtime, we can use GPU, TPU, or none. So now let me show you how we can install require library in this Jupyter Notebook. Before that, I want to tell you one thing that I forgot. How we can add new cell above this particular cell. So for that, we have to press Escape A to add cell above. If you want to add cell below to this particular cell, then we have to press Escape B. So this way we can add cell above and cell below to this particular cell. Now let me show you how we can install require library in this Jupyter Notebook. So let me try to import PySpark. Let me press shift enter to execute this particular cell. As you can see over here, no module named PySpark. As you can see over here, it is showing this note. If your import is failing due to a missing package, you can manually install dependencies using either exclamation sign and pip or exclamation sign and apt. So let me install PySpark. So for that we have to write this exclamation sign pip install PySpark. So let me execute this cell. As you can see over here, our installation is started. So this is all about Colab. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, smash that like button. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye.